Hi, I'm currently working on another longer blog post and demo video about how easy it is to host a ChatGPT plugin inside Zuplo. But in the process of doing that, I need a demo API. I need, some sort of API that ChatGPT can call and that Zuplo can proxy. And guess what? I'm going to create that demo API using Zuplo and ChatGPT. So it's quite meta, but I thought this would be a fun couple of minute video. So we're going to use ChatGPT to generate an OpenAPI document and to generate some of the code that I need. And the demo idea I've got, it's a bit silly, but look, it's just a demo API. Is that imagine that you're a member of a tennis club and it has some tennis courts, and at any point you can call an API to find out who's playing on that court and what the score is. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll start here by saying, hi, always be nice to the robots because they will take over eventually. Can you generate me a OpenAPI spec for a tennis club? It would allow me to see the score and players on a given court. The endpoint would be at slash, let's do slash courts and then the court number, and should return a payload like, and I'm just going to give it some JSON here. So court 1, player 1, name, Josh, score, 0. Player 2, name, Barbara, score, 40. Very simple, a bit nonsensical, but you get the idea. Include an example response, please. Okay, and here we go. This will generate a YAML OpenAPI document. Actually, let's get it in JSON. Boom. Oops. There we go. It's converted the OpenAPI document to JSON for me. I tend to prefer JSON. We support YAML in Zuplo as well as the upload. So I'm going to copy my code here. This looks good, right? It's got the example. It's got the schema for the response. It's understood that the path parameter court is an integer. I mean, amazing. It's given me metadata. It's great. So I'm going to go and save this locally. I'll just paste it over here and save it as demo.tennis.oas.json. Oops. Let me save that. Right, so that's saved. And then we're going to go over to Zuplo and we're going to create a new project called Tennis Club, I guess. It'll take just a few seconds and my gateway will be alive real soon. And what we're going to do is we're going to import that OpenAPI document I just created. So demo.tennis.oas.json. And it's found one operation, court, pretty cool. This is telling me that one of the operations doesn't have an operation ID. I can just click fix it and Zuplo will generate one for you. So I click save and look, there's my OpenAPI docs looking pretty nice. Right now though, it's calling localhost. That's not real. That was just what ChatGPT generated for me. I need some actual code to run here now. So we're going to use a custom function handler, but I'll do that now. So what I'm going to do is say, generate me the code that would generate an example response for this API. And look at this. Wow. So this is kind of all the code I need. So I'm just going to take this right now. Beautiful. And move it over to Zuplo. And in here, I'm going to use a function handler. And I'm going to create a new module. Let's call it tennis. We'll create that. It'll plug that in for me. And we're going to drop this code that I got from ChatGPT in here. This is most of the hard work done. We don't need to use console.log. That's not real. I don't need that. But I have this generate response. So what I'm going to do is simply say generate response. And remember, we set a parameter court on this, and it gets passed into this function. So it's request.params.court. And then I save this, and I mean, just take a look at this, right? If we now go to the getting started and I look at my developer documentation, Just takes a second to load the first time. We do a bunch of caching to make it fast after that. I actually have developer documentation with an example response showing me what my awesome API does. Like, it was that easy. It's kind of wild. And if we go and test this thing, so I'll go here, we'll test it. We'll just test it in the browser. I'll have to plug in the court. But like, if I put court 4 in, notice I get court 4. If I change to court 2, we have got a demo API that quickly. Live on Zuplo with developer documentation. All works, all integrated, all live. Pretty cool, huh?